What's up, folks? Welcome to another episode of the Tin and Fin Show. It is freaking cold out here. The wind's blowing 100 miles an hour. We have some rain on the horizon, but it's my day off. Just got a package from Gambler. I was talking to Mikey Balls. If you don't know Mikey Balls, he has a pretty popular YouTube channel. It's much better than mine, so if you haven't checked it out, go check it out. But we were talking back and forth, and he's like, yo, dude, brah, check out this new forward-facing sonar stuff that Gambler's got. Actually, we were just texting, we weren't talking, and that's how his text sounded to me. But Gambler, I got some new stuff from Gambler, and I'm gonna go out on the water and check it out. Some forward-facing sonar stuff. You know, you don't have to have forward-facing sonar to use this stuff. We're just throwing like it's a minnow head, a little jig head with a minnow on it, and it's been around for a long time. It's just recently got popular, but man, I've been throwing that little minnow head. Just take a fluke and put it on a jig head, 1/8 ounce jig head, 3/16 ounce jig head. That's been something that's been around forever. It just got popular with forward-facing sonar. But you can definitely do this off the bank. People that are watching this that are bank fishermen, bank fisherwomen, it's a great way to catch fish, just walking a pond bank or a lake bank or whatever, a creek. If you don't have electronics in your boat, it's okay. You can throw that out. It's the same thing as a underspin or a little swim bait or a little grub on a ball head. You can fish it the same way. It's a little bit different look. When the fish are a little finicky, they don't want all that tail flapping action. Just a minnow on a ball head is a great way to catch some fish. But what we're going to do today, hopefully, if we can get out of the wind, is test this new jig head design by Gambler. I've been throwing I can't even remember what, it might be like a 6 cents or a Picasso or something jig head, just a regular 1/8 ounce jig head. I've been throwing it around this minnow with a minnow on it, and I wanted to look at the difference between the one I was throwing and the one that just came out from Gambler. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna open this box up. Got a box right here, and we're gonna check it out. Got some burner crawls. Burner crawls are awesome. My favorite punching bait. This one right here is called Magic, and it's the FFS, which stands for forward facing sonar 4-inch minnow. So, you know, fluke-ish, but it's got a different tail in there. Got it like a kind of a fan tail. I don't know if you can see that. I'll pull one out of the package here in a minute. This is called gill shad. Pretty cool looking. This is the 4-inch minnow. And they also have a 3-inch minnow. This is gill shad as well. All right, let's do a little comparison test. This is a bait that's been out on the market for a while. This is the forward-facing sonar minnow by Yum. Pretty popular. Jason Christie made it really popular. And just an 1/8 ounce jig head. This jig head's got some flat side to it, so it does reflect a little bit, but this is an 1/8 ounce jig head. Throwing everything on 10-pound test. And I want to compare this jig head with the Gambler jig head to see if it really does pop more than this. So there's only one way to find out. Let's see what happens. All right, we got some serious wind, so we're just throwing that. This is just a standard kind of 1/8 ounce jig head. I can't remember who this is made by, but just the little Yum forward-facing sonar minnow. So we'll cast this out and see what it looks like on the LiveScope. I'm gonna back this off to about 60. Some crappie on there. Okay, there's our minnow. Got our minnow falling right here. It's falling right into that brush pile. And that's about 55 feet. So we're just shaking it. There's some crappie in there. Just got one coming up and looking at it. Might be some bass in there too. So there's one minnow. It's got fish following it. So it's showing up decent. They turned away. It's kind of tricky with this wind. There it is. All right, let's make another cast. Have another look at it. There it is, right here. It's coming over that brush pile. Not really looking at it, but that's not what this is about. I just want to get a good image of what that bait looks like versus the gambler bait. So let's change them out. All right, we're going with this little 1/8 ounce FFS jig head by Gambler, and it's got some ridges on it that are supposed to reflect the sonar a little better. You can see those little ridges all around it. Got a 2/0 kind of, it's a light wire hook. It's got a pretty good little keeper on it, and they come 2 in a pack, and we're gonna rig it up with the FFS 3-inch minnow and a gill shad. And let's pull one of these out. It's kind of a cool little minnow. It's got a forked tail, but it's not like a fluke. You know, on a fluke the tail is horizontal. This is well, on a fluke the tail is vertical, and this is more horizontal. So pretty cool color. White, kind of creamy white, grayish belly, got kind of a rainbow speckles, got a lot going on there, but just a 3-inch minnow, and that's what I was throwing by Yum. So they're comparison, they're pretty similar. Actually the Gambler one is just slightly smaller, but they do have a 4-inch version, so I might try that here in a little bit just to have a look at the difference. But I'm gonna put this on, rig it up, throw it out, and see what kind of signal we get. It hooks comes pretty far back. I don't think it'll impede the action. Again, this isn't really like a swim bait where you get too far into the paddle tail, you lose that action. This actually might have a little bit of action, but we'll see. I like this hook, pretty nice little hook. So we're just gonna rig her up. It's a good looking little bait, man. I mean, I think crappie can eat that, bass can eat that. All right, we got the little Gambler minnow, and go up here and try to find our brush pile just to give us something to throw at. Okay, got a brush pile there. Let's cast this sucker out, see what she looks like. There it is. It definitely has a brighter return signal, I do believe. All right, let's cast that brush pile right there. Got some crappies on it. There's my bait coming down right there. It shows up better than the other one for sure. It's got a hotter return. Yeah, you can see it quite a bit better, in my opinion. I mean, what do you guys think? It may be hard to tell, but it's definitely a lot more visible. I'm not losing it like I was with the other one. Yeah, look at that. It's pretty hot. Reel it in, cast out again. You can definitely tell a difference. That's the same. Actually, the bait's a little bit smaller than the other rig, so I'm sure with a 4-inch bait on there, it pops even more. See, look at it on the entry. Definitely a difference. Yeah, it's showing up. Showing up better. All right, what do you guys think? I mean, I think it pops a lot more. Like, seems to be like twice as bright. So this is the one I was throwing the second time. This is the one by Gambler. And then this is just a kind of an original ball head. It's not even a ball head. It does have a minnow flat shape, so that technically should reflect better than like a ball head because it does have a little bit more surface area. But similar profile baits, but in my opinion, this Gambler really jumps off. And you know, that's a little 3-inch minnow. You put a 4-inch minnow, it's gonna pop even more. So let's go try to catch a few fish on it and see how it handles, see what the hookup is like on it. Got him. Took a while. But we got him. Look at him. That was awesome, man. It's a big old wad of them right underneath the boat. I got line twists, knots, it don't matter. This little sucker, hey, it's fun.